Welcome back to the Castle Ciccone for the third live on Graphistudio. Welcome to the home of all the photographers. So today I'm pleased to introduce you a completely different project. You will see the master is going to give you a journey throughout history, throughout the art, throughout some of the masters from the Italian heritage that we are so lucky and blessed to have in this beautiful country. So, welcome Gianluca Moretto, benvenuto Gianluca, grazie per essere con noi.
Tutti quanti voi.
Gianluca, he's a painter, he's an artist, multifaceted photographer, very active in fashion photography, tu fai fotografie di moda prevalentemente?
Sì. Come tipologia di lavoro professionale svolgo proprio l'attività di fotografo di moda. Poi per un gusto personale vado sull'arte, quindi un'ispirazione artistica in tutti i sensi, insomma.
Decisamente, io ho visto alcuni dei tuoi lavori, decisamente l'arte è preponderante.
Preponderante sia come posa sia come luce, quindi l'ispirazione è sempre rivolta verso ai miei pittori preferiti che vanno dal 500 all'800, diciamo, quindi dal barocco al neoclassicismo, diciamo, quindi quei pittori che partono da Caravaggio fino ad arrivare alla scultura del Canova, diciamo.
Okay, so we were just mentioning Caravaggio, Canova. I'm sure that these names resemble beautiful masterpieces to all of you. So Gianluca was explaining that his journey as a photographer, as an artist, and as a photographer, although as a profession, is mainly driven by fashion photography. In his personal projects, in his personal exhibitions, he shows up what he calls artistic, let's say, pictures, especially with this beautiful, gorgeous model that we are going to introduce you today, Ivana Sammarco from Naples. Welcome, Ivana. And so we will see lighting and posing in a very classic way, but reinterpreted. So here and there you will see elements from Caravaggio up to the neoclassicism as well as Canova sculptures. We will explain and let's say debunk all the in and out of all these pictures, the posing and the lighting, in order to explain your personal approach to photography and to explain you maybe elements that you can revert on your day-by-day boudoir, portrait photography, and whatever you find appropriate. It's incredible, it's completely different than usual. I can't wait to start.
Questo appunto è un modo differente di approcciarsi con delle luci molto semplici, però con la gestualità classica dell'arte italiana, quindi un'esaltazione della donna e della figura femminile che può essere interpretata in diversi settori della fotografia, sia il boudoir che il matrimonio che la ritrattistica vera e propria. Quindi,
yeah, Gianluca is saying that actually these elements, especially the posing, the expression, you will see he interacts continuously with the model. They have a very nice empathy. You're working, tu stai lavorando da molto tempo, vero? Con Ivana. Yeah, they are very acquainted with each other, so they know exactly. So each single word means something specific. And as I said, the lighting is simple in a way, because it resembles the paintings, the oil paintings that we admire in the galleries. But on the other hand, the posing is so meaningful. And the incredible and interesting part is to reconvert this into any other sessions. It could be a wedding, could be a portrait, could be a family portrait, could be anything you like. You will see these elements which are classic but reinterpreted.
Oggi voglio dare degli accenni, visto il tempo di un'oretta, diciamo, voglio accennare proprio il senso dell'arte che voglio portare nella fotografia e della reinterpretazione, dell'armonia che può creare il corpo femminile. Ecco.
So we will give this tribute to the feminine body and figure. We will try to glorify the beauty itself as a philosophic meaning, and we have an hour shooting, so we will try to condense everything down to this. It's not a full masterclass, but it's enough to show some bits and to possibly entice you and make you more curious about this journey. Like I said, welcome to Gianluca Moretto session.
Thanks a lot.
Art into photography or photography into art, as you like. Let's see and enjoy the beautiful model of today, Ivana. Thank you again for being with us. And let's have fun, Gianluca.
Grazie mille, grazie mille. Posso procedere allora?
Yeah, sure.
Ok. Quello che dicevo prima, la mia è un'interpretazione della figura femminile, la sua armonia, le sue curve. Cercheremo sempre di armonizzare i movimenti con delle luci molto semplici. Oggi svilupperemo il progetto con 3 luci, flash, una luce neo e una luce sempre continua.
We will use continuous lights. We will use nice lights. So we will use soft and hard lights.
Sottolineare la psicologia che vado a fotografare, ok?
There is a sort of importance in the philosophic approach, and the photographer is going to explore the psychological level of the model and try to extrapolate the meaning of photography and posing and trying to give an inner sense to all what is going to shoot.
Le mie ispirazioni principali sono, ripeto, dal barocco fino al neoclassicismo, quindi Tiziano, Caravaggio, fino ad arrivare alla scultura del Canova. Quindi in questo primo set cercherò veramente di far capire con piccoli accenni la differenza in un amor sacro e l'amor profano del Tiziano. Okay,
so we will start with the very famous painting by Tiziano called Amor Profano and Amor Sacro, which means profane love and sacred love. So the contrast between the sensuality and between the philosophic approach to love. So with the posing and the lighting, he will try to replicate and reinterpret Tiziano masterpiece.
Creano dinamismo nella fotografia e creano questa tridimensionalità, luce e ombra, luce e ombra.
So with the pattern of light and shadow, and 2 main sources, we will try to put live this inspiration from Tiziano masterpiece. Then we will see also later on some Caravaggio lighting as well as Canova posing. So as we said, there is a lot of interaction between Gianluca and his model because they need to be connected. They need to know exactly what he's looking for, and they need a very strong psychological connection.
La schiena verso la luce. La schiena verso la luce, Ivana, bravissima. Guardami adesso, bella, così, ferma. Viso leggermente in luce.
We will try also to show you the back of his camera as many times as we can in order to give you an idea of what he's looking for.
Vai a carezzarti il viso, scendi sul seno, scendi piano piano sul seno, guardami, guardami, entrami poi il viso in luce e guardami. Ottimo, ferma lì, scendi un po' il viso.
So the idea is to recreate straight in camera something that he will add it later on to show you. But you can tell now.
Okay.
So basically the classic posing and the journey already begun.
E questa è proprio la differenza fondamentale della psicologia del Tiziano, ossia l'amor profano, ossia una donna che mi seduce con lo sguardo, mi guarda, vestita però. Non è come si crede di solito che l'amor sacro e l'amor profano siano differenti perché vanno contro religione, contro qualcos'altro, no. L'amor sacro e l'amor profano è proprio un'interazione tra il soggetto che mi guarda e l'altro soggetto che è l'amor sacro, diciamo, che non ti guarda perché è molto più intimo, molto più desnudo. Okay,
so basically he's saying that the profane and sacred love in this case aren't what usually is referred to. So basically it's not really about being having a naked figure in front of you or not, but it's mainly about the eye contact, so the visual contact between you and your lover. So when the model is looking at him, she's representing the profane love because she is exposing feelings. She's going directly into the love connection with the audience, in this case, with the photographer. But there's the inner part, which is the sacred love, which stays in her heart. So it's the unspoken part of love.
Quello che è importante per me è anche creare sempre una spirale aurea, un disegno in cui l'armonia sia completa. L'occhio umano è abituato a vedere questa spirale aurea, ok?
So is saying that one golden rule that he's following basically in almost every shoot is to keep the golden ratio, so to keep the harmony of the composition with the spiral perfectly shaped around or in the model body, which is clearly a pattern that our brain recognizes easily and makes so much sense at first sight.
Ok, mano sul fianco, con la mano destra alzami un po' il vestito, delicata, dammi un po' un movimento con la punta del piede.
So the
Il piede è molto importante perché dà del movimento.
Okay, so now the posing, he's taking care of the feet posing, asking for the model to keep her feet on her toe, because this has a dynamism that wasn't there before.
Bravissimo. Alzami di più il vestito, prendilo più in punta, prendilo più in punta il vestito.
So he's looking for recreating the shape, the spiral shape, so giving, with the drapes of the gown, giving this dynamism to the composition, although she's standing still, but you can tell that the feet posing as well as the gown shape with the drapes now, with all these creases, makes the whole thing completely different than just a few minutes before.
Sempre molto delicata, indice pollice proprio per rendere questa delicatezza nella posa. Okay?
But we are talking about love, and love means being delicate, being soft, being meaningful in everything you do, and therefore even the posing of the hand, where she was hanging basically the dress, the hand was very, very delicately keeping the gown up with her thumb and index, but keeping the rest of the hand released. So everything must be delicate. Now in this hug, she's protecting her heart, and the symbolism is again back to the second love. So no eyes contact and her keeping her breast closed.
Per dimostrare questo amor profano, ok? Quindi la delicatezza, la morbidezza, però la seduzione stessa dello sguardo della modella in questo caso, ok, ma del soggetto che vuole comunicarmi qualcosa. A questo punto farei un attimo sposterei un attimo il puff per creare tipo un Caravaggio, un movimento un po' più classico, diciamo.
Okay, so now we are going to transition to the second section, and we will add a couple of props in order to have a different posing, and we will look for a more Caravaggio lighting and setup. So back soon in a matter of a few seconds.